This face really does look like Batman. I don't know why. I think it's the eyebrows. Hey guys, welcome back to the YKB, Why Keep the Box Collecting, where we immediately destroy the value of our figures and free them from their plastic and cardboard prisons. It's Casey Jones, the Lost Seers, the Nightwatcher, sorry. Now, I don't know about y'all, but these NECA Last Ronin Turtles are absolutely amazing. And this whole Nightwatch group fits just in line with that. So, without want to say much more, let's take them to the table. Alright, so we have the Last Ronin over here. And what more can I say about their boxes other than they're absolutely amazing? They come with some pictures of the figures, the whole team in the back. It is the whole team since I have finally read the comic, and now I know that Raph is gone at this time, which is sad because I would have loved a Raph in the red and grays. But Casey's number 21, amazing picture on front. I wish I saved them knowing that they make an entire thing, but I didn't. But here at the YKB, we don't care about boxes, so there's another picture of Casey. Professional Photoshop right there. Not Photoshop, but a professional photo job. Here's a great looking Casey right there. In an open box concept with tons of accessories. This is definitely not the Mikey figure, that's for sure. But here at the YKB, we don't care about boxes, so let's free Casey. There's Casey Jones. Let's get him up close. Looks good. Now, it took forever to get out, and I felt like I was going to break him opening him. But y'all can't see this. This core right over here is squishy. I kind of don't like the soft body stuff because it kind of breaks over time. And can he move his core? Yeah, he can crunch in, but look at that. Look how kind of like terrible that is. I'd rather just see, nab crunch. But it's Casey Jones in this, and I gotta say, I absolutely love these armors. I didn't pick up this Casey initially. The regular version of him in the like turtle armor thing, just because I don't know. I don't like the art style for regular people, but like for anamorphic or like for this like weird zombie grayscale look, it works for me. I don't know what to tell you. And just look at him. He looks amazing. And I haven't even put his cape on, his hood on, his weapons, nothing yet. And one thing I do gotta say, because I know a lot of people are grapping about NECA right now, and rightly so in some parts. I love when a figure can hold all their accessories. He got that and that, so he can hold a whole bunch of this stuff. Literally has 4 different weapons, and from at least what I can see from here, at least 3 different holders, which is good because you could definitely throw one of these in his hand to make it work. But enough about this. Let's go look at the accessories. And I say this over and over again, I love the way they protect their figures and the accessories. It's the best. Hands down. First up, the Casey without the mask down. Looks pretty good. He's all sad. They lost Raph. Trusty baseball bats for those tough New York streets. Loads of hands. I'm going to start off with soft, like open hands, like action hands. Um, these look like type grips for the baseball bats. Pretty well done too. No, no. They bend up and down. They don't bend. They're not. They don't pivot. And these are open grip, opener grips, probably for the bigger weapons that I'm about to take out and show you right now. Cricket bat. I didn't know Casey played cricket, but he did. And a sledgehammer. I'm kind of upset this is not a hockey stick, but you know, what can you say? Triple H, I mean Casey Jones, has a sledgehammer now. And his hood. It looks good. Let's get him. Let's get the stuff on this figure. I was about to throw the accessories on him, but I'm like, before we stick all this stuff on him, let's get articulation out the way. He can't do a T-pose. That sucks. He should be able to, but he can't. Guess it's fine. NECA's not known for their figures being able to do T-poses. A little bit disappointing with a human figure, though. His arm could go all the way around. Bicep swivel. Kind of gets ugly when it goes to the side. Y'all can't see it, but there's a huge gap. Double jointed, pinned. Like, aren't they starting to do pinless figures? Why is this Casey Jones pinned? Oh yeah, because it's reused. Never mind. This can bend all the way around 360, and it can crunch in pretty well, but it's very ugly when it does it. It's a ball joint for the head, which is absolutely amazing. Look at that range. Double jointed knees that can kick up that high. Looks like they have an ankle swivel, which works, and a typical ankle rocker. So there's a boot swivel hidden in there, but really just is on this point over here. But it does swivel, so that works. No drop down hips, but they do have waist swivel. So this Casey Jones is a lot more articulated than expected. But it does work pretty well. It's a very good figure for NECA. I just don't like the core situation. I'd rather this just be one piece than the crunching like that. But let's get some of these accessories on them. Actually, before we do that, let's put this head on because I'm not going to do this again. So that is the one and only time that head's going to be on for me. So let's get this on. What is supposed to go in here? I guess a just random weapon, but I guess the sledgehammer, because that's the only real thing that can fit in there. And then this would go in his hand, which I do need to stick on some decent hands. Now I'm a little bit upset that this is a cricket stick. I'd rather this, be a hockey stick because, the only weapon he's going to be holding on my shelf. But he this doesn't go up high enough for me. It's supposed to be the other way around, where you can see. I still have this handy, where you can see the top of that, and even he has the hockey stick. Why do I have this thing if he has the hockey stick? Yeah, now I'm disappointed. I just got disappointed. But it looks amazing. Really looks good. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that is paint flakes. So be careful with your figure. The paint chips off very easily. I was about to say there he is with his brothers, but it's not Raph, so they really do look good together though. I really am very happy with the look. I'm not happy that someone doesn't have a hockey stick. Shouldn't put it on here, especially since this is a brand new drawing for it. You're not planning to have it. Yeah, it really does look good. Now that we got Casey down over here, let's see how tall he is. He is almost 7 inches. He's about 6 and 3/4 of an inch. And he's about 2.5 wide. So he's going to be taking up a little bit of real estate on your shelf, but nothing crazy. This figure really does look amazing. But let's do some scaling real quick. Throw in some Donnie. Leo. And Michelangelo. Here's NECA Turtle, Monster, Mikey from the Last Ronin, Loyal Subjects, McFarlane Spawn, G.I. Joe Classified Series, Star Wars Black Series, SH Figure Arts, Marvel Legends. Yeah, he scales well. Scales, you know, kind of like a NECA Turtle. It works. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but if you mess with his stomach thing too much, sometimes it gets a little deformed. And real quick before we end, I wanted just to bring up a couple things that I have. I don't collect a lot of Casey Jones, but I do own. I own three, but I couldn't find the other one. But there's two from Loyal Subjects. I kind of use them as like kids, like like biker kids or whatever, for backgrounds of photos and stuff. But you know, there is that in comparison. And there's this True Love, April O'Neil from Loyal Subjects. Now I did not pick pick up old April because I wasn't gonna spend $50 on a figure and what amounted to two accessories. You know, really what it was. But Casey himself looks amazing. He really does. Only complaint I have is this. I guess and the stomach too. But it really is. Why give me this when you know I want a hockey stick? It really does look amazing. And when NECA puts in work into their figures, they really do look good. And almost every one of these Last Ronin figures hit. Like, they don't stay on the shelf long and they get reproduced over and over again. I think if you want to go now, I know Walmart just had about got a restock in all of these like Nightwatch figures, so they all were like on the shelf, but it's been like sold out for like months. And they come back and then they more come back, so anyway, for more reviews like this, come to the YKB, like, share, subscribe, and I'm out. I really do like this figure.